Okay, this one is important. You might be paying too much for old web technology. Let's talk about it. Now, if your business has been online for a while or around for a while, you might be paying for technology that is outdated and more expensive than it should be. For larger companies, the suspects are normally things like custom CMSs or CRMs that back in the day were awesome, but now are old technology, and usually those ones are still costing a fortune. For smaller businesses, the main culprit is hosting. Why? Why hosting? Well, for a start, smaller companies that you might have signed up with get absorbed by larger companies who then hike up the price and lower the service. So the first thing to check is how much are you paying for hosting, and shop around for alternatives. If you're on WordPress, it's not very hard to migrate your site from one host to another, so it's definitely worth investigating. So the other thing to realize is that hosting is kind of like mobile phone plans. If you're still on the same plan you were on 5 years ago, guaranteed you are paying way more than what the same plan would be now for a new customer. So it's worth a phone call to your ISP just to double check. So the other way you might be paying too much for something like web hosting is if it's being white labeled. If you've signed up for hosting through a boutique hosting company or a developer themselves that might be reselling hosting, you could save money by hosting directly with a company rather than going through a white label process. The other big one is domain names. If you're re-registering your domain name every year and you haven't checked, it's the Wild West out there in terms of domain registration costs. Some places will register a .com.au for $24 for 2 years, and other places are $200 or $300 for 2 years. So that is one area that it's definitely worth investigating how much you're paying. So guys, that's it. Audit your technology, check what you're paying, and make sure you're not overpaying. See you next time.